take your money out. You can choose to take only the interest out. There's many opportunities out there. We just have to be able to find the right ones. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my show, Money Multiplier with Kim. Today's topic, investment opportunities, how to put your money to work. We've talked the last couple of weeks about how do we find money and how do we put money back in your pocket. And as the topic, as my title says, Money Multiplier with Kim, how do we put your money to work? So number one, research investment vehicles that fit your financial needs and goals. We're always looking for new investment opportunities. In these changing times, we are forced to look at other ways to save our money. We try to be risky. We try to be conservative. So how do we have the best of both worlds? We want to take a little bit of risk, but we also want to be conservative because we don't know what's going to happen out there. With these changing times, the recession, we got higher gas prices, the stock market's so volatile at the moment. So we're forced to find these other ways to be able to save our hard-earned dollars. And there's many opportunities out there. We just have to be able to find the right ones. So number two, what are these different types of investment vehicles that are outside the traditional stock market? Everybody worries about, how to save their money. So we put our money into 401ks. We have our pensions. None of those are safe. Those are all tied to the market. So how do we find other vehicles that, kind of put us outside of that market and limit our risk? So one of the strategies that we had found, it's called crypto trading. So what is cryptocurrency? And I'm sure you've all heard about cryptocurrency. It's out there. It's been out there for a long time. And we've seen the change and the fluctuation of the dollar. Cash is not necessarily the means of payment anymore. You go to many vehicles, like many places like the airport or your sporting events. They don't take cash anymore. It's all cards. So cryptocurrency is a digital currency in which transactions are verified and records maintained by a decentralized system using cryptography rather than a centralized authority. So decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin, now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscation. So the main point of cryptocurrencies is to fix the problems of traditional currencies by putting the power and responsibility in the currency back into the holder's hands. So all of the cryptocurrencies adhere to the 5 properties and 3 functions of money, and they also attempt to solve one or more real-world problems. So we found the unique product utilizing cryptocurrency that allows investors to earn without having to trade. So I, for one, am not a trader. I've never worked on the stock market. I never claim to be a trader or a financial advisor for that matter. But we can show you how to invest your funds in master accounts to be traded by our experienced team of traders. You receive a percentage of the profits we earn from trading with your funds as a reward. On average, we're paying out 3% on your investment every week. That's not a bad deal. And no experience necessary. So we will do all the trading. All the experience is on our side, showing you how to trade that cryptocurrency to the best advantage. The second is infinite banking. So basically, you're becoming your own banker. What is infinite banking? Infinite banking is a personal finance strategy that leverages a whole life policy as a personal bank that includes taking loans against the policy and growing cash flow through the insurance dividends. And I'm sure you're all familiar with whole life or index universal life. So those policies those are permanent life insurance vehicles that create cash value. So it's not like a term policy where you just have a life policy, and if you don't utilize that before you die, it goes away. So building up that cash value, you're making your own personal bank. So every dollar you borrow still earns interest and potential dividends. And when you pay back your policy loan, you recapture the interest, not the bank. This is the backbone of the infinite banking concept. Your wealth continues to grow even as you borrow against it. You're basically borrowing from yourself, as I said. So think about it this way. And I use this analogy too with student loans, right? So my daughter went to college. We got a student loan. It's at 11%. I try to pay for as much as I could, but now I owe the bank that interest. So now if I had a policy where I had loaned that money to my daughter, like a whole life policy where I loaned that cash value to her, now the interest is only 2% or 3%, but that interest is being paid back to myself, not the bank. So in essence, the infinite banking concept is to recover the interest that one normally pays to a banking institution through the use of dividend paying life insurance and to lend to others so that the policy owner makes what a banking institution would. That's not a bad deal, right? I'd rather money be back in my pocket than in the bank's pocket. If I knew this concept a long time ago, it would have saved me a ton of money. So funds may be loaned to any party, including you, and earnings grow with the policy tax deferred. So anything in a life insurance policy, it's one of the only vehicles out there that is a tax that is free from tax. So you can borrow money without being taxed on it. If something happens to you and that beneficiary gets paid out money from that life insurance, that's tax free. If you take a loan out, it's tax free. So it's one of the only vehicles out there where you're not going to get taxed. So this both reduces your tax burden and captures money for yourself that a banking institution normally would receive. So the fundamental principle of the concept that anytime you can cut the payment of interest to others and direct that same market rate to interest to an entity you own and control, subject to minimal taxation, you will have improved your wealth generation potential significantly. It's a concept or principle that must be understood before we begin, that we are not talking about investing, rather we're talking about financing. Financing is a process, not a product. So again, there's many different ways to be able to utilize different vehicles to be able to earn money. The third is a real estate acceleration loan. Now, what is this? This again is another way to invest your money in a way a bank invests your money. So think about this. You put your money in a bank account. Right now, you're getting less than 1% in your bank. The bank's going to turn around and lend your money out to somebody else. And now they're going to make 3%, 4%, 5% on your money. And in turn, give you less than 1%. So who's making out on the deal? Right? So anytime that you are the lender, you're the one that's going to be making that interest, or you're the one that's going to be benefiting from loaning out that money. So this third concept that we found was a real estate acceleration loan. So the real estate market, we know, is always good, right? It's dropped, but people always seem to find a way to make money in the real estate market. So the company that we found has been around for over 70 years. They've been around during the last market crash and many others when real estate has tanked, and they're still going strong. They've been offering this type of vehicle for a very long time. So when the market fluctuates, this particular vehicle is backed by collateralized properties that are set aside specifically to protect the lender's money. Another thing that insulates us from market fluctuation is that we never go beyond a 65% loan value. So that keeps us very well insulated. Most banks will go somewhere between 75 to 90%, and we're staying even below that. So another way, they help insulate you against the market fluctuation. So what I like about this vehicle is that it's a 3-month opportunity. So I don't like to tie money up for that long. So when you got money in a pension or 401k, your money's tied up to your 59 and a half. You can't take it out. And if you do take it out, they're going to penalize you for taking it out. You're going to get a 10% penalty, and then you're going to get taxed on top of it. So anything that we can find where you have liquidity, and liquidity is huge when it comes to investing your money, right? So there's many places out there, many opportunities out there where, like this one, it's a 3-month opportunity. So every 3 months, you can choose to take your money out. You can choose to take only the interest out, or you can choose to let the whole thing ride and continue to compound every 3 months. So, for you to be able to loan that money to this, it's a development company that's been around, like I said, for 70 years. So they have a proven track record. They're a stable company. They have their backing. They have $4 million in reserves to back them up as well. So it's a very, very safe investment opportunity with minimal risk. And it's only a 3-month opportunity, and they're guaranteeing you a 10% return on your money every 3 months. And this is one of my favorite strategies at the moment. And I've utilized it myself, and I see the potential and how this can help people to grow their wealth quicker. right? Instead of just sticking it in the bank. Again, the banking industry is not where it needs to be. It's not like it used to be. So we finding these different alternative strategies that are extremely beneficial. So if you want to learn more about these opportunities, give us a call at the number below, 973-919-9949, and we will be happy to go into further detail on how these particular strategies can help you and your family. Now, these are only three. We have many more opportunities out there that we can utilize in order to help you reach those goals. So number three, meet your match. Finding investments that match your portfolio. Like I was just saying, we have to find those particular investments that are right for you. Not all investments are right for everybody, right? So we have many opportunities like these that we can utilize to see if this is something that would benefit you. We'll take a look at how you're currently saving and find alternative strategies that will help you get greater wealth for you and your family. And I think that's the goal for all of us, is to create greater wealth. That's what we're all looking to do, right? We're not looking to lose money. Nobody works and says, "Oh, today I want to lose money." Right? So some of the traditional methods that we've been used to using, they're not the best bet anymore, right? They're not always the way to go. So we're trying to, find those particular investments that are going to meet your particular needs. Just like everybody's different, right? So everybody in their financial situation is different as well. So we're going to look at those different opportunities and fit those to you. That's the best match that we can find. And number four, seal the deal. Commit to an investment resource that best fits your needs and helps you reach your financial goals. And I've said this over a couple times already. We're here to help you reach those financial goals. So the whole point of my show is money multiplier, right? So we find that money and then we help it grow, and we make that money multiply for you. That's the concept of what we're trying to do here. And having that opportunity and the experience that I've had over the last couple of years being able to do this for my clients has been extremely successful, and I know that we can help you as well. So again, if you want to go into these strategies a little bit further and see if these are a potential match for you and your family, you can again call us at 973-919-9949, and we would be happy to go into greater detail for you and let you know how this could potentially help you. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining my call today. Have a great day.